Hello guys, we got a 350 Legend today. We became a fan of this type of cartridge a long time ago, before the 350 Legend was even a thing and developed. We had built a 357 Maximum, and that is basically a lengthened 357 mag case. And the barrels that Thompson Center made for their single shot, the Thompson Center Pro Hunter is the action that we used. You can configure them into pistols, single shot pistols or single shot rifles. They had a break open action. And those barrels were 358 diameter, so the vast variety of 358 bullets were usable, and it made a fantastic little cartridge. We had a 18-inch barrel on a single shot. It was very short and very accurate, and we were moving a 220 grain bullet about the speed. Let's see, 220. I believe it was a 200 grain bullet that we ended up with. Then a 200 grain bullet we were moving at the speed of the 350 Legend's 180 grain bullet. So I'm not sure. I didn't reload for the 350 Legend yet. I'm not sure if it has the same case capacity for sure or not. One of the big differences with the Legend is it is a rimless, and so it works good in a bolt action and AR style configurations, whereas before it was a rimmed cartridge like any other revolver cartridge or lever action. So there's a Barnes 170 grain, big hollow point, and 180 grain power point. And this is the one that we pretty much used. I think Winchester uses a spear bullet, but I'm not positive. But we used a spear and really liked them. They hung together plenty good, but mushroomed very well on impact. It doesn't seem like that 350 Legend, whether it's the bullets or manufactured ammunition, are going to have anything else except 170 grain. I'm guessing 180s are still readily available, but you can't find 200s anywhere anymore. And it's a strange diameter. It's 355, and if you look up on Wikipedia, it will be wrong, because the SAMI specs on it are 357, I believe. So if it was 357, it would be not much of a stretch to still use the 35 caliber bullets that are around, the 358s. I know there's guys that still do it, and but extreme caution should be used on that. So later on, when the 350 Legend came out, my son was getting into hunting, and I got him this gun. They made the Winchester XPR. They made a compact back then, but as far as I know, they didn't have the short barrel right away. And so it's a compact, a short length of pull here, which makes it really nice for small shooters, small frame shooters. But the barrel was still long, so we cut the barrel off and got a good crown on it. This gun shoots very, very well, and killed a bunch of deer with it as well. One of the things we like about this action is, so forward is, of course, fire and it's unsafe, off safety, but backward is safe. But then it also locks the bolt, which is a good thing, because if you're going through the woods, you're carrying the gun and you're loaded and you're expecting to have it ready to go, but some of the guns, like especially Remington 700s, they don't lock at all. You can't lock the bolt. So many times for me, going through the woods on long hikes and through the brush, I would go to pull my gun up to shoot, and the bolt is open and my bullet is gone. So that's not good. So this one here, it does lock up, but it has a nice feature. It's not a 3-position safety, but it's the next best thing. There's a little button right here, and you push that and you can open this on safe and reload. So that's a nice feature. On the top we have a 3 to 9 Trichicon, 3 to 9 by 40. It has the fiber optic, and the reticle in here is the post with a pyramid on it. These have a plastic magazine, and they are, yeah, you know, this gun is not expensive. I think when I bought this one, it was about $350. I think they're maybe close to $500 now with all the inflation, but still pretty good, solid construction for the price that you pay for it. They have a nice solid big bolt on them, and it's only a what do you call it, a quarter. It doesn't get anywhere close to your scope, so if you're used to running ones that come up farther, it takes a little bit to get used to, but it is fast, and we really like it. So one of the things, the advantages of the 35 caliber Legend over say the 30-30. I don't know if it has any real. Well, it does. It has two major. One major benefit. One maybe not such a major, but so I'll do with the least advantage is it hits hard on impact. Does not have as much penetration as a 30-30, but it hits hard on impact. 35, and it has the same style of bullet that's fast expanding but low velocity. We're looking at 2,000, feet a second, somewhere in there. I'm not sure what it's capable of. Once we reload, we'll know a little bit more about that. Now, I love the 30-30, and the 30-30 is flatter shooting. Basically the same weight bullet, same velocity as possible with either. But of course, the ballistic coefficient of the 30-30 will be a little better because it's a 30 caliber versus a 35 caliber. And but the best advantage that the 350 Legend has is the recoil is significantly less. Felt recoil is significantly less than the 30-30, and that is basically due to the bigger diameter of the bullet and a straight wall cartridge. You always have less felt recoil, everything else being equal, out of a straight wall. So very efficient little case. It can take big game just like the 30-30, as long as it's placed right and bullets are used right. My friend took a massive trophy bull moose last fall with this bullet right here, 170 grain Barnes triple shock. She was only 30 yards away or less. So the first shot was perfect, and didn't quite exit the other side. It was going too fast, made a big massive hole, and the moose just took a jump and stopped. And well, her and her husband continued shooting for a little bit. Some of the bullets hit and some of them didn't hit the vitals, but the first shot did the job. The moose is big, takes a while to come down, but you don't want to take a chance on a big animal like that and a trophy like that. The bullet, they're standing right in front of them. You want to keep shooting till you make sure that you know what happened and that you got it. So that's what the gun's capable of. She had one just like this, except it was the newer version that came with the short barrel. But she's recoil sensitive, and she handled this gun well in practice. She shot it accurately, didn't mind the recoil, and I think it's a great cartridge. I'm going to take a couple shots with it and show you how it runs. Here I'll show you the specs that the box has on it. Okay, we're going to take a couple shots downrange. Happy shooting.